So yeah, we spent a lot of time talking quarterback because it's just like, are there even good quarterbacks right now? Running back is where, the money is made, or at least it used to be where the money is made. There's no longer any good running backs, Lawrence.
Running back is just where the money is lost these days.
Yeah. I don't know where to rank any of them. Who in particular are you struggling to rank at running back, Lawrence?
Well, J.K. Dobbins, you could clearly see that with each week, he's getting a little better each week. We're going to just wipe out week 3. That's the first game back from the ACL. Fast forward to week 4. Again, not efficient in receiving or rushing, but he was the guy. 17 total touches, 2 touchdowns. They gave him the little shovel pass at the goal line, and then he ran one in. So you like to see the fact that they're using him there at the goal line again. If you stood the test of time, which was 3 weeks to wait to start J.K. Dobbins. Now, the question about it is, after a week in which he finished as a top 10 running back in week 4, the question is, can he really get going now? We know as a rookie, he averaged 6 yards a carry as a rookie, extremely efficient in that aspect. Now, can he get that going now that he's a couple weeks in? He's getting in the groove. He's getting more touches by the week. They're definitely going to need it. Home game, division game against the Bengals. It should be the defense will be a little, not as good as the Buffalo Bills was there in the front 7. So I'm having trouble ranking him for that reason, because he's getting better, but how much better is he going to make the jump for this week?
It's just weird because it was clearly they were forced into using him more than they wanted to in week 4. I think the Ravens wanted to continue to kind of take it easy with J.K. Dobbins, but I believe Kenyon Drake was healthy scratched for the game, correct?
He was healthy scratched. They took Justice Hill to the game, and then Justice Hill suffered some sort of leg injury.
A non-contact leg injury. We haven't gotten an update on that yet.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just like an ankle roll, but I don't think it was the plan to use J.K. Dobbins that much. But they got him near 20 touches. He responded reasonably well. Like you said, Lawrence, there's an elite defense. Now it's hopefully a better scoring environment this week in a game. What is the over-under, by the way?
It is at like 48.5, and the line has moved a bit, 2 points in favor of Baltimore since opening. They're now 3-point favorites at home, so it's kind of expected. But like you're talking about it, it's a good scoring game where the Ravens are projected to be winning. They at least have one running back banged up. I don't know if Justice Hill will play in this game or not, but they're certainly not going to give him their normal workload they would if he is banged up. And the other running back they would be giving work to, Kenyon Drake, they dislike him so much they were healthy scratching him. And he wasn't playing well to start the year either way. So to me, like I don't think we'll see 25 carries in a game for a long time for J.K. Dobbins, not only because there's not a ton of reason for him to have that this early coming off of what is just a brutal knee injury, but also Lamar is just such a good runner that you don't need a running back to do that much. But like 15 carries against the Bengals as favorites running downhill, like I like that setup for him. I think I'm going to have him as a top 24 running back this week.
I've just got him as a solid flexer. Right now, it sounds like you're describing Mike Davis week, by the way, Kyle.
Please don't.
Please don't. I have him ranked as a high-end RB3 flex right now. Just again, this is the initial pass-through. I have him as the RB29. What sounds right to you, Lawrence? If I've got him as like a flex, a solid flex. Kyle has him as a back-end RB2. What sounds right to you?
I would probably be, in that back-end RB2 range, 24-ish, maybe move him up a little more, depending on how things go. Gus Edwards will be back at some point. Now, speaking of 15 carries, Raheem Mostert took 15 carries for 69 yards against this same Bengals defense, and they were down, to Teddy Bridgewater and all that stuff that happened. So there could be some line for success. And if he's going to get those 3 or 4 targets, because we never really expect Ravens running backs to get a bunch of targets. So if he could get 3 or 4 of those targets and turn that into 20, 30 yards, then I would like him going into this week. But still, because of all the question marks, that's why it makes him tough to rank. He could end up being running back 11 this week, he was last week. Or it could be running back 37, so.
He was a great guy to talk about because, like you just said, the range of outcomes is quite wide for JK. Because maybe the Ravens maybe the Ravens just do not want him handling those kind of workloads right now and will feature Mike Davis and like just do something because they don't want to overextend J.K. Dobbins. Before we get to you, Kyle, Lawrence, I'm just going to read you a few names and say this guy or J.K. Dobbins for week 5. J.K. Dobbins or A.J. Dillon against the Giants?
Dobbins.
J.K.
defense is tough.
J.K. Dobbins or Ezekiel Elliott versus the
Dobbins.
Los Angeles Rams? All right, good. J.K. Dobbins or Damian Harris?
Damian Harris versus the
they're playing the Lions.
Lions. Ooh. Maybe Damian Harris looking good. Give me Damian Harris.
The final one, J.K. Dobbins or Rashad Penny against the New Orleans Saints, who are springing leaks on the ground.
Give me J.K. Dobbins. Penny just he went off last week. I'll leave that in last week.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.